Hey guys, it's me, Hannah Payne, and you all saw my DVD review video, right? Because if you don't, come to my channel and see it yourself. And in the meantime, I'm back with another Read Along video, and it's The Wizard of Oz. It's a classic and a fairy tale, and it's by L. Frank Baum. And it's a very good classic. So, if you're ready, prepare to read along or with me. I don't care. Well, I do care usually. And get ready to listen.
What? Time has been most cruel to you. Your hairline.
Chapter 1, The Cyclone. Dorothy lived in the Kansas countryside with her Uncle Henry, a farmer, and her Aunt Em. They lived in a small house on a large farm. Before Dorothy arrived on the farm, her aunt and uncle lived very quiet lives with nothing to smile about. She brought laughter into their dull lives. Dorothy had a dog called Toto. He was a little black dog with long ears, silky hair, and eyes that twinkled happily. One day, Uncle Henry sat upon a doorstep along with Dorothy and Toto and looked up at the sky. From the far north, they heard the low sound of the wind. They could see the grass moving back and forth. The wind grew stronger, and the movements of the grass became faster. Suddenly, Uncle Henry stood up. "What's wrong, Uncle Henry?" cried Dorothy. Uncle Henry told her to get back in the house. He ran to the kitchen where Aunt Em was washing dishes. "There's a cyclone coming. I'll go outside and get the animals settled in," Uncle Henry told his wife. Then he ran to the sheds where the horses and cows were kept. Aunt Em dropped the plate she had in her hand and called out to Dorothy. "Quick, Dorothy! Run for the cellar!" Toto, who was frightened, jumped out of Dorothy's arms and hid under the bed. Dorothy ran to get him. Aunt Em, who was very frightened, ran outside the house. She threw open the trap door in the floor and climbed down the ladder into the small dark hole. To get to the cellar, where would they go when a cyclone came? Dorothy finally managed to get a hold of Toto. As she was about to leave the house, there was a great shriek of wind. Came from outside the house. Then a strange thing happened. The house whirled around 2 or 3 times and rose slowly through the air. Dorothy felt as if she were going up in a balloon. Suddenly, the house began shaking so violently that Dorothy lost balance, and fell to the floor. She somehow picked herself up and took herself and Toto to her bed. The cyclone carried the house and spun it a few times. The great pressure of the wind on every side of the house raised it up higher and higher. until it was the very top of the cyclone and was carried miles away, miles and miles away, as easily you could carry a feather. It was very dark and the wind howled horribly around her, but Dorothy found she was riding quite easily. After the first few wheels, she felt as if she were being rocked gently like a baby in a cradle and eventually fell asleep. What do you think will happen next? Will Dorothy meet the Munchkins? Find out more in tomorrow's next video where I read you chapter 2. And I'll see you all tomorrow.